तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरू श्रीयुतापदकमलं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं सहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
जय हो। So welcome everybody to our Bhaktisastri class. Sorry I missed actually last time. Just one second.
Oh my Lord, powerful as Lord.
Hare Krishna. So today we will summarize the Ishopanishad, and then next week we will begin with Nectar of Devotion. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत
Hare
प्रणाम
Krishna.
श्री प्रभुपाद।
Dandavat Kamal Priya Mataji. Dandavat. Okay. So let's chant the shloka and read the translation of each and every verse. Let's start with Gokul Priya Mataji.
So shall I read Om Purnamada प्रभु जी?
Yeah, yeah.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. The personality of Godhead is perfect and complete, and because he is completely perfect, all emanations from him, such as this phenomenal world, are perfectly equipped as complete wholes. Whatever is produced of the complete whole is also complete in itself, because he is the complete whole. Even though so many complete units emanate from him, he remains the complete balance. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Mani Prabhu, mantra 1.
ईशावास्यमिदः सर्वं
Yat
यत्किञ्च
Characharam
जगत्
Jagat
तेन
Tena
त्यक्तेन
Tyaktena Bhunjita Madhrivatashya Sadhanam.
Everything animate or inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his high quota, and one should not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Naveen Prabhu, can you do the second verse?
Yes, Prabhuji. Kurvan eva hi karmi chijivise chatam samaha evam tyayi nanyat tetossi nakarma lipyate nara. Translation: one may aspire to live for hundreds of years if he continuously goes on working in that way. For that sort of work will not bind him to the law of karma. There is no alternative to this way for man.
Is Tanuja Mataji joining?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. She will join in 5-10 minutes. She's in the kitchen, almost done. So,
Okay. Commentary Mataji, you want to chant mantra 3?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, Prabhu. Asurya namate loka andhena tamasavrutāha tamste pretya bhigachanti yeke chatma hano janaha. The killer of the soul, whoever he may be, must enter into the planets known as the worlds of the faithless, full of darkness and ignorance. Thank you, Prabhu.
Tanya Mataji, would you like to chant and read the mantra 4?
Mantra for sure. अनेजादेकं मनासो जवियो नैना देवा अपनुवन् पूर्वम् अर्षात् तद्धवातो ज्ञान अत्येति तिष्ठात् तस्मिन्नपो मतर्रिस्वा दधाति. Although fixed in his abode, the personality of Godhead is swifter than the mind and can overcome all others running. The powerful demigods cannot approach him, although in one place he surpasses those who supply the air and rain, he surpasses all in excellence.
Gogul Pramataji, you can continue.
Okay, sure, Prabhuji. Mantra 5. That's what? Yeah, yes, Mataji.
yes,
Mantra.
Mataji.
Oh, I think we skipped the other Mataji. Kamal Priya Mataji. Sorry, Kamal Priya Mataji, you can continue. Next one.
Prabhu, I read already, Prabhu.
Kamal,
We'll start.
Oh, you read, right?
We'll start with Gokul Prema.
Okay.
Amma, mantra 5, Amma.
Okay.
Okay, mantra 5.
Okay.
Tat ejati tannai-jati tad-dure tattvantike tad antarasya sarvasya tad sarvasyasya bahyataha. The Supreme Lord walks and does not walk. He is far away, but he is very near as well. He is within everything, and yet he is outside of everything.
Hare Krishna. Yastu sarvana bhutanya मन्येवानुपश्यति सर्वभूतेषु चात्मानं ततो न विजुगुप्स्यते. He who systematically sees everything in relation to the Supreme Lord, who sees all living entities as his parts and parcels, and who sees the Supreme Lord within everything, never hates anything or any being. Hare Krishna.
Mantra 7. यस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मवा बुद्धिजानता तत्रको मोकाशोका ekatvam anupashyatah. One who always sees all living entities as spiritual sparks, in quality one with the Lord, become a true knower of things. What then can be illusion or anxiety for him? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhu. 1 minute.
Uh,
Yeah. Sapariyagachukram akayam avarnam ashnaviram shuddham apapavittam kavir manishi paribhu swayambur yata yata tatyato tan vyadadach chashvatibhyah samabhyah. Such a person must factually know the greatest of all, the personality of Godhead, who is unembodied, omniscient, beyond reproach, without veins, pure and contaminated, the self-sufficient philosopher who has been fulfilling everyone's desire since time immemorial.
अंधं तमः प्रविशन्ति ये विद्यामुपासते ततो भूय इवाते तमो यायुर्विद्यायां रताः. Those who engage in the culture of Nishayan's activities shall enter into the darkest region of ignorance. Worse still are those engaged in the culture of so-called knowledge.
Subhadra Rani Mataji, you can read mantra 10.
Looks like Shubhadra Rani Mataji is with us. Shubhadra Rani Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Would you like to read Mataji? Mantra 10.
Mantra 10. Can I read the next mantra, Mataji?
Okay, I will read Mantra 10 then. Okay.
Thank you.
Anyadevahurvidyaya anyadahur avidyaya iti sushrumadhiranam yenastadvichachakshire. The wise have explained that one result is derived from the culture of knowledge and that a different result is obtained from the culture of nescience.
Can I read Mataji now? Mantra 11.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Mataji. Vidyam cha vidyam cha yasa tadvido vyam saha avidya mrityum tirtva vidyayam tam asnuti. Only one who can learn the process of science and that of transcendental knowledge side by side can transcend the influence of repeated birth and death and enjoy the full blessings of immortality.
Okay, next one. Mantra 12. अन्धं तमः प्रविशन्ति योऽसम्भूतिमुपासते ततो भूय इवास्ते तमो यवसम्भूत्यारताः. Those who are engaged in the worship of demigods enter into the darkest regions of ignorance, and still more so do the worshippers of the impersonal Absolute.
Naveen Prabhu. Naveen Prabhu.
अन्यादेवाहुसम्भावात् अन्यादाहुरसम्भवात् इति शुश्रुमाधीराणां येनास्ताद् विचचक्षिरे. Translation: It is said that one result is obtained by worshipping the supreme cause of all causes, and that another result is obtained by worshipping that which is not supreme. All this is heard from the undisturbed authorities who clearly explained it.
Hare Krishna. Simple statement. Sambhutim cha vinasam cha yastad vedo vayam saha vinasena mrityum hirtva sambhutyamritam asnute. Translation: One should know perfectly the personality of Godhead and his transcendental name, as well as the temporary material creation with its temporary men and animals. One who knows these, he surpasses death and the ephemeral cosmic manifestation with it, and in the eternal kingdom of God, he enjoys his eternal life of bliss and knowledge.
हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापिहितं मुखं तत्त्वं पूषन् अपावृणु सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये. Lord, sustainer of all that lives, your real face is covered by your dazzling effulgence. Kindly remove that covering and exhibit yourself to your pure devotees.
Next turn is Tanya Mataji, mantra 16. Tanya Mataji, are you there? Mute. पुस्सान् इकर्षेयमासूर्य प्रजापत्या व्यूहारस्मिन् समूहा तेजो यत्ते रूपां कल्याणतमां तत्ते पश्यामि यो सब असायु पुरुषः सो अहम् अस्मि. O my Lord, primeval philosopher, maintainer of the universe, O regulating principle, destination of the pure devotees, well-wisher of the progenitors of mankind, please remove the effulgence of your transcendental rays so that I can see your form of bliss. You are the eternal supreme personality of Godhead, like unto the sun as am I. Mantra 17. Vayuranilam amrutam atedam basmantam shariram om kratosmara kritam smara kratosmara kritam smara. Let this temporary body be burned to ashes. and let the air of life be merged with the totality of air. Now, O my Lord, please remember all my sacrifices, and because you are the ultimate beneficiary, please remember all that I have done for you.
Sir,
మాతాజీ
one,
చదవచ్చా మాతాజీ? హరికృష్ణ మాతాజీ, కెన్ ఐ రీడ్?
yeah,
Mani
go ahead.
Prabhu's turn.
Yes, Mataji, please read.
Oh, sorry, your turn. Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మాతాజీ. అంగే అంగేనయా సుపాతా రాయే అస్మాన్ విశ్వాని దేవ వయూమాని విద్వాన్ యుయోధ్యస్మజ్ జుహ్రానాం ఏనో భూయిష్టాం తే నమ ఉక్తిం విదేమ. Translation: O my Lord, as powerful as fire, O omnipotent one, now I offer you all obeisances, falling on the ground at your feet. O my Lord, please lead me on the right path to reach you. And since you know all that I have done in the past, please free me from the reactions to my past sins so that there will be no hindrance to my progress.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So today we are summarizing the Upanishad. We read all the verses. So what is being mentioned here? What is Vyasdev trying to teach us here?
How Lord's creation is complete.
Lead our life. How to lead our life. Mataji, continue. It's okay.
How Lord's creation is complete and what are his potencies, what are his extraordinary potencies, and how we can reach him back.
Okay.
Go ahead, Tanya Mataji.
Prabhuji, you asking the summary of like what is the what are they trying to tell us in the whole Upanishad or the first mantra?
No, the high level. Like if you were to tell somebody in like 30 seconds, Upanishad is talking about.
Yes. So
What would you mention?
we would say that the Upanishad is trying to teach us how to lead our life in this material world. It explains avidya and avidya and how to come to a platform where we can see Krishna face to face and how to return back to him.
Okay. Okay. All right. What else? Any other thoughts anyone has? Yes.
It talks about the yoga ladder also here, like how
Talks about the yoga ladder.
one
Yoga
can
ladder.
see the Supreme Personality of Godhead and traversing. And it also explains here like we are just traversing through this material in a material world back to Godhead, and the way we can only traverse through is by remembrance of him, and by only the remembrance of him and his mercy.
Okay. Okay. What else? Naveen Prabhu?
Prabhuji, here the verses are talking about like what is our relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like how should we live in this material world, like how to come out of anxiety, and how the Supreme Personality of Godhead is a person. He's not light, or he's not just an energy. How Supreme Lord has a form, and
Hmm.
it is mentioned about the dazzling effulgence of the Lord, and he, and also about in verse 17 it says Hiranmaya Patra, which is the effulgence of the Lord, and then how devotee prays to the Lord to remove the effulgence so that he can see the Lord face to face. And also a devotee prays to the Lord that, oh my Lord, please remember all what I have done all these sacrifices which I have done to you, and bestow your special mercy. And in couple of verses also it is mentioned how one should not live a life, like like if we live a life in this particular way, then we might go to hell, and then something in those lines, like how one should not lead a life. That is also mentioned in 3 verses.
Okay. Tanuja Mataji?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, mainly, Upanishad teaches us like how should we live life in material world, and it stage by stage explains about Krishna or God, um, about his features, about his everything, like about his cosmic creation. It step by step explains everything, and it explains about the effulgence of the Lord, like Brahma Jyoti. So devotee prays to the Lord to take away the effulgence, and he is praying to he's praying so that he realized the supreme personality of Godhead, not his Brahmashoti or anything else. That's what I think.
Okay. Okay. Kamal Priya Mataji? Kamal Priya Mataji, you with us? Are you with us? Subhadrarani Mataji, would you like to share some thoughts?
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavata. Prabhuji, here Prabhupada is explaining about how we can transform everything into Krishna consciousness, and how we can go to Krishna, and he is explaining about the Krishna's effulgence qualities and everything, and how to pray, and how we can go back to Godhead.
Hmm. Okay. So, how many Upanishads are there in the Vedas?
108.
108, are you sure? Is everybody sure how many Upanishads are there?
Yes, Prabhuji, 108.
108. So why did Srila Prabhupada choose this particular Upanishad to translate?
This is about Supreme Lord, Isha, Supreme Controller. So that way we know we are not the controllers.
Okay. What do you mean by Isha Upanishad? Isha. What is a Isha?
Isha, Ishvara, Supreme Lord, Controller.
So Isha means Ishvara. The word Ishvara comes from the root word Isha. Right? And Ishvara means controller. So Isha here in refers to the supreme controller. So Isha Upanishad, right? And so this Upanishad is actually is this Upanishad talking about control? Yes, is a question. Is this Upanishad talking about control?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Are you sure?
I mean, after reading the purport, like Prabhupada writes regularly, in the sense of controlling our mind and senses.
No, I am trying to.
Mantra 1 clearly tells Isha Vashamidam Sarvam. He is the owner and controller of everything. We are just caretakers, given some control temporarily. Mantra 1 tells clearly, Prabhuji.
Right, but what I'm trying to gather here is that if we were to draw the essence out of this scripture, if we were to draw the essence, what is the essence? Right, essence does not mean that what all is given in the book. Essence means what is a highlight.
Yeah, on a high level, it is not. Like on a high level, it is never set, Prabhuji. Like we need to control, we need to do certain things. Yes, Prabhuji, it is not there.
It is definitely starting with the theme of control by the Lord. Isha, so the Lord is controlling everything. It definitely starts with that.
It
But if you want
repeatedly says that Krishna is the proprietor. It repeatedly mentions that he's the proprietor of everything, so that we should not try to think we are. Everything belongs to Krishna. That's what the essence is. A lot of purpose.
So how many mantras are talking about Krishna being the controller? How many mantras are talking about Krishna being the controller? Yes.
Almost all of them, Prabhuji.
when I'm saying
Prabhuji, I did a
mantras, I'm
search.
talking about the translations.
Prabhuji, I did a search. I did a search on control. There is only one Prabhuji.
Okay, Naveen Prabhu did a search on control, and there is only one mantra that is talking about control. Which mantra is that?
Mantra 1, Prabhuji.
So again, what is the essence of Ishopanishad?
Prabhuji is to go back home, back to Godhead.
Why are you saying that?
Because in last 3 verses, the translation it points towards that my Lord, please remove the effulgence so that I can see you, so that I can come back to you. And all the previous verses are leading to that, how one should lead a life, and what is the conclusion if one leads a certain particular way of life, where would he go? So everything is linked to that particular statement.
Interesting. What are the thoughts of other devotees? Please note that we are doing a very involved discussion here. So I would like every devotee to really put their thoughts and energies together, and together we want to come to a conclusion. If I give the conclusion, then what's the use? Since we have thoroughly discussed this entire book, the conclusion or the essence must come from all of you. So yes, what are your thoughts? What is the essence? Why it is the essence? What is this Ishopanishad trying to teach us? Yes, so Naveen Prabhu has made some comments. And of course, before that, Tanya Mataji and Gokul Pe Mataji started the discussion saying that this book is talking about control. However, there is only one mantra that is talking about control. So yes, what can we draw out of this book as essence?
Prabhupada connects in almost each purport Isavasa principle, referring back to this mantra 1. He connects this mantra to all other mantras like a string.
Are you sure?
I can look for in the purport Isavasha principle reference. Maybe Naveen Prabhu can do a search for us. How many occurrences are there?
Naveen Prabhu, search request. You are our Google today for Ishopanishad.
Hare Krishna. Devotees are kind.
Yes, while Naveen Prabhu is doing discussion search, like to request other devotees to also please share thoughts.
And Prabhuji, in this how to live life, how to that is also it's mentioned, right? Prabhupada telling about here. The souls, we will go darkest region, like that. How to continue our life.
Like, when somebody writes a book, they have a goal in mind, right? That they want to give a particular message out to their readers. So, what could have been the goal of Vyasdev when he wrote Ishopanishad?
He definitely wanted to first tell that Krishna is a person or God is a person. I don't think they mentioned that the person they are mentioning is Krishna, but that the supreme personality of God is Krishna, is a person. So that the impersonalists, so that the people who listen to the impersonalists understand this very clearly.
Okay.
And Prabhuji, like my understanding, first he mentioned about like Krishna is everything. Krishna, from Krishna, everything is coming from Krishna. He mentioned about first, and then later he explained like a Krishna is a controller of everything. And then after that, how to lead life, what is the process to continue. And then after that, how to pray Krishna, what is Vidya is mentioned. And then after that, step by step he, and how to reach Krishna at the end.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Uh, Naveen Prabhu, did you get your search answer on how many times the word Ishavasya is coming in Srila Prabhupada's purports in Ishopanishad? Naveen Prabhu?
Prabhuji, I see in verse 3, Ishavasya coming in verse 3 again at the end. Prabhupada writes,
Any other verses?
not as of now, but give me like one more minute, Prabhuji.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. In Ishopanishad, is there anywhere in the not translation, but the mantras that we chanted, do we see anywhere the word Krishna?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So in the translations, do we see anywhere the word Krishna?
No.
Are you sure?
Prabhuji, in 14th translation we see Krishna, Prabhu. The word is
14th translation. The word Krishna is not there in the shloka. Why is Prabhupada putting Shri Krishna in the translation?
he mentioned supreme personality of Godhead means Krishna, right, Prabhuji? In every Lord of the universe, like that, everything is.
It is indirectly, Prabhuji,
Ah.
Understood as Krishna, but it does not say anywhere.
It does not say anywhere. If it does not say anywhere, then why is Srila Prabhupada putting Krishna?
Prabhuji, my search is done. So there is no Ishavasya anywhere, there is no Krishna anywhere.
Okay.
Only
Except for the translation of Mantra 14.
all the, yes, I didn't even see in mantra.
So yes, why is Srila Prabhupada putting Krishna if there is no Krishna? Yes.
Because Prabhupada is a Vaishnava.
Okay.
Because impersonalists, Shivites, they interpret this as Shiva. If you see their interpretation, they will say Shiva. Somebody will say Vishnu. Somebody say something. But based on the our Brahma Sampradaya, we have Krishna as the supreme. So
okay, what is the Prabhupada has given his commentary based on scripture, which is the basis, which scripture forms the basis of Srila Prabhupada's commentary of Ishopanishad.
Rigveda, Prabhu?
this is from the Yajurveda, but
Yajurveda.
but
Again, my question is
what
is your question?
what scripture forms the basis
Bhagavad Gita
of Srila Prabhupada's commentary?
Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavad. Mainly
Bhagavad Gita is the basis of Srila Prabhupada's commentary. Because Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all the scriptures. Remember, we read the verse Sarva Upanishad Gao Dogdha Gopalanandana Partho Vatsa Sudirpokta Duktam Gitam Ratamhar. Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all the. So Srila Prabhupada's is based on Bhagavad Gita.
right.
So when an Acharya gives a commentary, that commentary has to be based on bona fide scriptures. It can't be based on their own whims and fancies, or their beliefs, or what they feel. It's based on bona fide scriptures. So Srila Prabhupada's commentary is based on Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavad Gita is the essence. And in the light of Bhagavad Gita, all the other scriptures are translated or given commentaries. So what is the essence of in Bhagavad Gita? Who stands out as the Supreme Lord very clearly?
Lord Krishna.
Is everybody comfortable with that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, yeah. We don't want to start the Bhagavad Gita session now. So in Bhagavad Gita, which is one verse, which is like a very clear shot mentioning that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Vasudeva Sarvamiti, that one, Prabhu. Some Mahatma Suddurla.
No, that is not saying that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yes, Bhagavad Gita scholars.
Proji Maya Dakshina Prakriti Swete Sacharacharam Hetunanena Kontya Jagad Viparivartata.
No, that doesn't either say that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yes. The reason I'm asking you this question is tomorrow if you speak to somebody on Ishopanishad, they are going to basically ask you this question. Because we may invariably speak Krishna somewhere. And not that invariably we should speak Krishna, because Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like Srila Prabhupada was, when Prabhupada was giving the name to the society, he asked his followers, that what name should we give to our society? So one devotee said, International Society for God Consciousness. So Prabhupada said, no, The name of our society should be International Society for
Krishna.
Krishna Consciousness, because Krishna is God. God is very impersonal. God has a name. So we have to be that very direct, speaking from Shastra and teaching others. We have to say, yes, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But then they will ask you the same question. Why are you saying that this God is Krishna? So then, how will we answer, right? So then we answer saying, okay, this is based on the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the essence. In Gita it says. So we can't be like reciting the whole Bhagavad Gita course for them. We should be able to do in a, hey, see this? Which is that verse? It
Prabhuji,
says,
is it Ata Avajananti Mamudha?
no, that's also not talking about Krishna being the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mani Prabhu.
But the translation says that they do not know the food derived me and I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme Lord of all that can be.
Yeah, but it does not establish Krishna's position as the Supreme Lord.
Okay.
Myself, I think
it's not direct.
Are you asking that Arjuna says or Krishna says himself?
Krishna says himself.
Okay.
Krishna says himself and he speaks directly. I am.
Prabhuji, Bhuktaram Yajna Sapasat Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhridam Sarvadoptanam.
Again, that does not establish directly saying I. Krishna saying I am.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate. Aham sarvasya prabhavo.
Okay, that is one verse which you can actually use. One, which is right. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. I am the source of everything that exists. Everything comes from me. Everything emanates from me.
So it starts with aham. Looks like somewhere aham is there in that verse.
Prabhuji, there's another one. Aham is Yagyanam.
Aham bija pradapita.
No, it doesn't start with aham, by the way.
Param Brahma Param Parandhama.
It doesn't start with aham.
Only thing I can.
Parkaram na anyat kinchid asti dhananjaya. Mahi sarvamidam protam sutre maniganeva.
Roji, what is that verse number?
The
Mattaha parkaram na anyat. I think it's in the seventh chapter, I think.
Yeah.
Roji, how do you say Matta?
Parkaram na anyat. So Krishna is saying there's no truth superior to me. Krishna is saying I am the supreme absolute truth. There's no truth superior to me. And everything is dependent on me, just as pearls are strung on a thread.
7.7
is the supreme absolute truth. Everything comes from him. Right? There's no truth superior to Krishna. So
is it Yomam Ajam Anadim Cha?
What is that?
Yomam Ajam Anadim Cha Veti Loka Maheshwaram. Here the meaning is those, he who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme Lord of all worlds, he only undiluted among men is freed from all sins.
These are all supporting statements.
Okay.
But the direct shloka where Krishna says, I am the supreme absolute truth. There's no truth superior to me. I am the source of everything. Right? So Krishna is making it very clear. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. Means whenever the word Lord comes in any of the Vedic scriptures, we immediately understand who that Lord is. Of the basis of Bhagavad Gita.
I think I got it. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate.
Yes. Right? So
all spiritual and material worlds, everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. This is 10.8.
Yes. So this one and 7.7. These are the two verses which clearly establish Krishna's position as Supreme Personality of Godhead, and because Bhagavad Gita is establishing that principle, Srila Prabhupada, Krishna Acharyas do not hesitate to put or indicate Krishna in their commentaries when we of Vedic scriptures, right? So here, so what is coming back to Ishopanishad, right? What is the essence of Ishopanishad?
Prabhuji, what was that other sloka with
Practice.
7.7? He said
7.7 Matta Partarnanya. That is the version. So coming back to Ishopanishad, what is the essence of Ishopanishad? Yes. Hare Krishna. Where are we? What are our devotees thinking? What are you thinking? Mani Prabhu, Hari Bol. क्या सोच रहे हो?
What is the essence of Ishopanishad?
I'm still stuck at 7.7, Prabhuji.
Okay, the train has left that station.
It hit me hard.
Yeah, but the train has left and you are in the train. I hope you did not get down on that station.
Seriously hit me, Prabhuji. So I'm a little bit lost.
Okay, let's help you. Let's help to find you. What is the essence of Ishopanishad?
Prabhuji, to understand more about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is not.
Basically,
Also,
the Vedic scriptures, their goal. Yes, Tanya Mata, you were saying something.
Prabhuji, not only first who is like that we should surrender to the Supreme Lord, and also that we should get a guru. It is the importance of a guru in order to go back to Krishna. That is also given here. And why is it important? Because if we do not, then it's a killer of the soul and we'll go into the. So they've given all the reasons why we should go towards Krishna consciousness and how we should live our life in order to do so, and what is the significance of that, and if we don't do, then what. So it gives us a very clear understanding of how we should lead our life and why.
Okay. So, nice point. So basically the goal of Vedic scriptures, right? The Vedas, the Vedic scriptures, they are like manual, right? There's a machine. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Ishvara sarva bhutanam riddesha arjunidishriti brahmayan sarva bhuteshu yantra rudhani maya. Krishna is saying this body is like a yantra. It's a machine. It's a vehicle. So the goal of Vedic scriptures is they are actually manual to this machine. How to use this machine properly to achieve the goal of the machine. The goal of the machine, the goal of the vehicle is to go from place A to place B, right? So the goal of this machine, which is hosting, which is driving the passenger, right, which is the soul, is to go from place A to place B. So the manual helps to identify where is the destination and how to get there, right? So this is not only the manual for how to operate the machine, but is also the GPS. It also gives the destination. So the Vedas help to determine the purpose of our life and how to use this body, this machine, in a way so that that goal can be achieved, that purpose can be achieved, right? So if we see, this theme is there in all the Vedic scriptures. It's there in Bhagavad Gita, it's there in Ishopanishad, it's there in Kali Santarana Upanishad, it's there in Srimad Bhagavatam. Every Vedic scripture will have this goal, that what is the destination, where where are we heading towards, and how to use this machine to get that effect, to go to the destination. So same thing is being done here in Ishopanishad. It's basically helping us to get us the direction, right? So so the Ishopanishad is actually telling us, okay, what is the goal of your life, where are you heading, where you must go, right? So the goal, ultimate goal, is to be with Krishna, right? And then how to pursue that goal, right? How to pursue that goal. So how to act. So act in knowledge, right? And then what happens when one acts in knowledge, when one does not act in knowledge? Vidya, avidya. So avidya has a certain result. Vidya has a certain result. And the result of vidya is actually going to Krishna. And then as we are actually going in the direction, what are the various moods and attitudes or factors that will help to expedite their journey, right? So the prayer, the stations, different stations will come, and then how one should go from one station to the next. It's like a mystery. You reach one door, you need to unlock the door. You need to unlock the door with a key. Then you open that door, and then you go to the next door. Again, the door comes. There's a lock. Again, you need to open. Life, we will be presented with these different stages, and then we will, reach the stage where we will see Krishna face to face, but we may not be able to see him because of his effulgence. So then we unlock that door, and we go to the next step, right? So the Vedics, the Ishopanishad, is basically, again, the Vedic scriptures will typically talk about 5 subjects: Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and Karma. So in Ishopanishad, there is a very clear indication, immediately starts with the position of Ishvara, right? Talks about the position of the living entity a little bit, gives understanding of Prakriti, right? And a lot of emphasis on karma. What type of karma, how one must act so that one can actually attain perfection of life, right? So if we were to put down the essence of Ishopanishad, basically it's extremely clear. Ishopanishad is how one must act in one's life to reach the ultimate destination, which is the spiritual world where one can live with Krishna. Right? That is the essence. And of course, we know how one must act. So one must engage in devotional service and attain the perfection of life. Because in one sense, we could even, condense that statement, and we could say The essence of Ishopanishad must act in devotional service. One must engage in devotional service. That is the essence of Ishopanishad, because when one engages in devotional service, automatically one is with Krishna. Engagement in devotional service is being with Krishna. So whether we are in material world, spiritual world, doesn't matter. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, "Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitam va jagdish kamay, mama janmani janmani shware bhavatat bhakti retukai." That I want to engage in devotional service, birth after birth, my Lord, birth after birth. I don't care whether I'm in the material world or spiritual world. I want bhakti. So the essence of Ishopanishad is, please engage in devotional service, right? And how we lead to that essence is through the Ishavasham principle, through avidya vidya, through understanding Krishna's position, through the journey, through the prayer, through all the principles, beginning with the principle of accepting shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. And with that essence, we will begin our next book, which is Nectar of Devotion, which talks about how to engage in devotional service. Is that all right? Any questions, comments, thoughts?
So all this. Yes, no, go ahead, Mataji.
No, go on, Mataji. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Yours might be valid. Mine is not that valid.
No, Mataji, mine is not to do with this.
Please, Sanya Mataji.
Prabhuji, I just wanted to say that I just wanted to bring about that there are more than 200 Upanishads, but so there are many. But
There are
over
actually 108 Upanishads.
Oh. They say there are more than 200,
Yeah,
but 108 are the ones which are mostly read.
Yes, 108 principal Upanishads.
Yes, principal Upanishads.
And then there could be subsets and derivatives and all those things. But there are 108 principal Upanishads.
And this is a part of the the first dozen of Upanishads are the oldest, and they are known as the Mukhya Upanishad because they found they provide the foundation of the Veda, so that's why they use this. And so it is actually the discussion. It is a part of the Ved until like the end of the Vedas. So after all the sages, they used to get together and they used to discuss the Vedas, and what they wrote after the discussion became the Upanishads. So there are discussions that the very spiritual and very scholarly people used to have.
Right. So basically, the Vedic library of the Vedas, Upanishads, and the Puranas, the principal ones, those were compiled by Vedvyas. And then subsequent to that, commentaries and everything else was probably put together by the sages. So we try to keep our focus on the Vedic library, specifically the essence of the Vedic library. The essence of the Vedic library is Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. And then, of course, Srila Prabhupada, being the Acharya, he picked up specific books like Ishopanishad to help us learn and understand the goal and the essence. Because not every Upanishad is talking about directly Krishna or devotional service.
Right, yes.
Right? Many Upanishads, they will be very indirect. They will talk different things. And same thing with the Vedas, right? Vedas also have different sections like Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, Jnana Kanda, and all those things. And that's why in Kali Yuga, because the time is short,
Right.
Acharyas have picked up the essence and they're giving us the essence. So that's why the first question I asked, why did Srila Prabhupada pick up this book? Because this book is giving us the essence of devotional service.
Yes. And this is all.
Otherwise, we could be lost. We could be lost in the tree or the supermarket of Vedas. Right. Any other thoughts, questions? Gokul Premadaji, you were saying something?
So we got a page extraction from today's class in the blog. It is there. So we will be presenting you that.
What is that, Madaji? What
Prabhuji,
is that?
you asked us to write.
No,
a
Prabhuji,
page.
today's
And we have already gotten that today.
so today's class summarized into a page on the blog. We will be presenting you that.
Can you share that?
I will post it in our group, Bhaktisastri group.
Okay, okay. All right. I want to congratulate all of you. Let me tell you one thing, that first of all, there are very handful people in the world who are trying to read Vedic scriptures. Out of those handful people, there's handful people who are actually engaged in Bhakti Yoga under the guidance of Srila Prabhupada. And out of all those hundreds and thousands of devotees who are engaged in Bhakti Yoga under guidance of Srila Prabhupada, there's only handful devotees who have read Ishopanishad. And today you have entered that elite group of devotees who have studied Ishopanishad. So, congratulations.
Prabhuji, there are many students, but very few gurus. So you are very rare.
Mataji, I am also a student. So, Guru is Srila Prabhupada is our guru, and we are all students. I am also learning as I am reading with all of you.
Prabhuji,
So
you
please,
very nicely, Prabhuji, everything. Thank you for everything.
please keep me in your prayers.
Yeah, I will pray, Prabhuji. Please
So,
pray for all of us also, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji,
usually what happens is,
as well.
you know, there is a joke, right? A battalion is actually, is going, and they're actually climbing up top of a building to help some people. And then when they go up, the building catches fire. So the remaining troop below, they put a sheet down and they tell, okay, please everybody jump from the top. So everybody starts jumping, and they catch them in that bed sheet or net. And when the captain is thinking, okay, let everybody go first, I will go in the end. And he jumps from the top of that building at the end. And then, he falls on the ground and he dies. You know why that happened?
Net became weak, Prabhuji.
No.
Because everybody was saved and then they left.
No. Because when he jumped down, everybody left the net because they wanted to salute him. They said, here comes the captain, let's offer him salute. Because in the army, the moment you see the captain, you have to salute him.
So Prabhuji,
Reverence.
jump, we should never say Hari Bol.
No. So what I'm saying is that, usually, people put somebody on a pedestal saying, okay, you are a captain or you are a guru. And then they stop praying for them. So then they're finished. So all I'm saying is that please don't salute me. Please pray for me. Because I'm just an ordinary person. And we're all students. We're all trying to learn. And it's just Krishna is using us as different instruments at different points in time. But I firmly believe that all of you are way more advanced than me.
Hari.
and I'm convinced about it. But I'm just trying to do some seva of repeating and sharing some thoughts. But otherwise, from spiritual advancement perspective, all of you are much more advanced. So please keep me in your prayers. And this is exciting journey. So we will begin our nectar of devotion, and hopefully, goal is in the next 6 months we want to complete nectar of devotion. And believe it or not, it is truly nectar. It is nectar. It'll be very inspiring. All right. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatrubhascha kripa sindhu patnana pavnebhyo